We have Bills and the Jets. Now, this team didn't make the play. Neither one of these teams made the
Right.
playoffs, but it did have
They
playoffs
were,
on the line for the Jets.
and I think I we both picked the Jets to make a wild card slot,
Yeah,
and you picked the Bills, I believe.
I picked the
No, I
Bills.
picked the
No,
Bills.
no, no.
I
You
picked the
picked the Jets. I picked the Bills.
I picked the Bills and the Jets. Remember, I picked all.
Oh
I picked.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so neither one. They came close, but didn't happen.
Well, we'll talk about
Uh,
more about that too in our next or in our playoff late call and everything. But uh, unfortunately, Rex Ryan did not keep his word, and his Bills did not make the playoffs.
hey, Rex Ryan is keeping the Jets from making the playoffs when he's not even the coach of the team
I
anymore.
know. I actually I didn't even think about it in that perspective at all. What I did take in the perspective was if we're not making the playoffs, then fuck you. Neither is my old team, and that's why
Yeah,
they
what
beat
a
him.
what a satisfying win for him.
Right.
He
Also,
said
he beat the
he said he's got a
Jets.
lot of friends there still, but he's like, I don't want him to have success at my expense.
I
You
guess.
know, so I respect that.
Also, isn't it weird that the Bills beat the Jets twice this season? So both games, both with the same score, 22-17.
Wow, really?
Yeah, both times the same exact score. I thought that was just bizarre. When the hell has that ever happened?
Yeah, that's like just a really odd statistic. That
Right.
I don't know.
I
I don't even
can't.
know
I can't
how to.
remember any
I don't even
time.
know how to Google that and look that shit up.
Yeah, I mean when I don't remember that ever in any type of divisional, season that anything's that like that's happened, but it did.
So,
So yeah.
um, the loss. That said, both teams I thought didn't necessarily have bad seasons, even though they didn't make the
No,
playoffs.
I don't think so either.
The Jets actually have a lot to look forward to. Really, the Bills. They need to. What's surprising is the defense was what was lacking this year, and the offense actually picked up.
Mm-hmm.
So Rex Ryan's a defensive coach. I think he'll probably try to repair that defense during the offseason. And if that offense plays the way they like, a lot of people were kind of down on Tyrod Taylor, and I don't know. I think they should keep him and keep him starting. I thought he did pretty good.
I thought so. I think
So
he's young. He's
yeah,
young, and for being young, he has potential and talent behind him, which is two things I think every coach is going to look for in any young quarterback. So, uh, I think if he stays there, I think Rex Ryan for the first time ever is going to have a quarterback that he can actually work with and not just some
right.
whoever that
Not
can't.
Mark Sanchez, right? For
Pretty
sure.
much, yeah. Just anybody but Mark
Um,
Sanchez.
but yeah, and his, I mean, both these teams are just they were kind of middling. I mean, especially the Bills. The Jets were in the running to the very end, and
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they blew it, and the Steelers got in. And did you see the little back and forth that the Steelers and the Bills had, like on Twitter?
No, I
It
did.
was it's kind of funny because the Bills won, and they're like, "You're welcome, Steelers," and the Steelers are, they're like, "We see you." And they traded like some office memes and like winking and shit at each other.
That's pretty funny.
It was fun. It was kind of funny to see the two teams have like a friendly exchange,
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I think both teams kind of have a little bit to look forward to. Some people were saying to fire Rex Ryan. I get he actually says like sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me. And I mean all the shit he was saying that all right, that was like promises of grandeur. They didn't have a bad season though.
No.
I think that he can get this team in the right direction. I mean, the offense,
Well,
like I said, it's surprising that the offense actually got better, even though the defense declined a little bit.
I mean, they're Bills are 8-8 at the end of the season, right? What
Right.
were the Jets when Rex Ryan got fired there? They obviously had to have a losing season, I believe.
I don't recall. It was worse than that, but
Yeah, I think they're like 6-10 or something like when he got fired. So 8-8, first year on a new team. Honestly, that's like the pretty much all you can really hope for, unless like this team was already built like something crazy. But the Bills weren't. The Bills
right.
really had nothing going for them before Rex Ryan came in. So what he bring is rebuilding this team, brought them to a 500 season. Yeah, they didn't make the playoffs and everything like he promised, but next year, see what you get in the draft. Continue developing. Maybe he'll do some trades. Probably not crazy Chip Kelly trades, but maybe he'll do some trades. Try to really develop this team more. And it. What's funny is that with the Bills developing more for next season, really the biggest team to fear from them is the Jets, who they've
Yeah,
already
they're.
beat twice.
I think they're going to be competing for similar talent, and they're in the same division.
Exactly. Like both of them are basically trying to do the end goal. They want to beat the Patriots, but they
Right.
also have to get through each other to do that. And next year is going to be kind of crazy for all that because I'm on the Jets side. I really like Ryan Fitzpatrick. I've been saying all year why I like Ryan Fitzpatrick is because he's not an extraordinary quarterback, but he doesn't make mistakes. And the reason why they lost this game is because he made mistakes.
He fucked up.
Yeah, I think how many? Three
Well,
interceptions.
the last one was the killer.
Yeah, and then even like that, the very last pass of the game, is actually right on the money, and the guy just drops it right there.
Right.
But even that, like, that's hard to say because that's not like you're gonna guarantee win because like he'd have to run out of bounds and they still have to make another play to get into the end zone, and and so
You don't. I don't think the Jets need to talk about getting rid of him or anything like that.
no, I don't think Jets really have
He's,
to get rid
yeah.
of anybody right now. They're everything they got going on offensively has been very good, and defensively, pretty damn good too. So
I mean, for the Jets, like if they can get their shit together well enough, then I mean, they win one more game and they're in the playoffs.
yeah,
So if next year they can get a team together that's good enough to win one more game than they did last year, they're going to the playoffs more likely than not.
right,
11-5 usually gets you in. So I mean, 10-6 can usually get you in, but it didn't this time.
yeah,
Uh, it's a little bit more on the fence. The Buffalo Bills are in a not quite in as good of a straits as the Jets are, but I mean they're 8-8. They get two more wins and they'll be in the running. You
exactly.
know, so I think that's about it. I mean, both teams missed the playoffs. Game had playoff ramifications though, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play the draft against because they're going to have to kind of be playing off of each other a little bit because I think they're looking for similar talent in the draft.
Exactly. That's good. I
So
think they might be
it'll
stealing
be an
things, and
interesting
you might
draft.
be seeing maybe these guys trading up for draft picks just so they can try to beat each other out for it too. So I don't know.
Bills actually ended up with the advantage
Yeah, they
because
did
they're going to have a
slightly.
little bit higher pick. So
Yeah, that's true.
it'll be interesting.
It is. Yeah, and um, honorable mentions to both of these teams, I guess. Like
Right.
ultimately.
That's honorable.
Uh.
Is that the brown ribbon?
So I think with all of that, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Make sure to watch our late call that will be coming out later this week because we're going to have our playoff predictions and we're going to compare to what our playoff predictions were in the very beginning of the season. And then we have wildcard weekend this weekend. So, more videos on that and a lot to look forward to for the playoffs because we're finally here. Finally, season's done.
January football, baby.
January. I don't know why I say that.